We're talking about the housery, which is just as much of a tactic, is it not, as underlapping, overlapping, inverted fullbacks?
Yeah, it is. I mean, housery, right? Okay, that's going to become the new phrase of the season when we're watching Arsenal. They're incredibly clever at it most of the time, but there's this line, and obviously they've been found out a couple of times. Again, I don't want to go into refereeing too much, but Declan Rice gets sent off against Brighton, whatever you think about it. Trossard gets sent off in this game, whatever you think about that, and whatever you think about the Doku incident before it. But that is because they're trying to slow Man City down.
Yeah.
You know, and they did it in the North London derby against Tottenham as well. You know, it's a tactic to slow the other team down because they know full well when they're in position, they're so difficult to break down. So what they don't want is a quick free kick being taken or, you know, a throw-in being taken quickly. The equalising goal came because Man City and Jack Grealish's quick thinking in taking a quick corner.
Yeah.
And what actually should have happened is an Arsenal player, look, I know by this stage they're so tired, but actually the legs would have been gone. But actually what should have happened is the right back has come over and probably been closer than the 10-yard space you're allowed, to which point the ref blows his whistle, says step away, and he stops the short corner. But Jack Grealish sees there's no defending there, quick thinking. But the housery, backfired on them because there was meant to be 7 minutes of added time and there ended up being 9.
Yeah.
And the reason that there was 9 is because they kept going down in those 7 minutes.
For the first 2 minutes, I think.
Exactly, yeah. And, you know, whether it was Timber with cramp, it was Gabriel was holding his teeth at one point. I mean, a tooth injury we had in that half. You know, and look, Trossard makes a big error. He makes a big error.
Well, that's the thing. Ultimately, it backfires there, doesn't it? That's the ultimate attempt.
Yeah, but I would also say that, it allowed Arsenal to actually play the second half. This is weird, but it allowed them to play the second half with 9 men, 10 men, including the keeper, behind the ball. Yeah. And I actually think City would probably have rather played against 11 in the second half because it would have been more space and actually Arsenal might at some stage have attacked. But what ended up happening was, this is important to note as well. There was actually ball in play time was more in that second half than any other game this season.
Yeah,
so although, it kept coming back at them, but they did slow the game down and it is a tactic. They will be saying it to each other.